Hello everybody, my name is ArashiYT, your coach of the Groningen Noctowls, bringing you week 2 of the BBL Season 3 as we take on Leo, aka SixftHax, coach of the Durham Druddigons. So I'm going to make a wild guess here and say that a lot of people that will be watching this video will be new to my channel. So hello everybody, my name is ArashiYT. I may not be the best coach in League Draft format. By far, I'm not the best coach in League Draft format. But I'm here to bring you guys entertaining battles with entertaining commentary, with entertaining teams, and in the hope that people are entertained by it. And that's basically how I play Draft League. I'm a very hyper-offensive coach. And some of you may put question marks above the plays that I will make, above the team that I will draft, above everything that I do as a league draft coach, but that's who I am. I'm just here to have fun, and that's one of the main aspects of why I play league draft format. So let's just look at the team that Leo brought. He's bringing Garchomp, Quillfish, Azumarill, Mega Aerodactyl, Alolan Persian, and his Uber Necrozma Dusk main, if I'm not mistaken. My team is as follow though. We have Reuniclus, Yveltal, Uber, Mega Scissor, Hariyama, Maractus, and Torkoal. So let's go through the whole team that I brought with the whole spread and movesets. And of course I will leave a poke paste in the description below. So if you're still confused to the team that I brought, you can pause the video, click the poke paste, check out the team, and then you're all up to date. But my Yveltal is a Choice Packs Yveltal with Dark Pulse, Oblivion Wing, Heat Wave, and U-Turn. Mega Scissor, Technician of course, Bug Bite, Bullet Punch, Pursuit, and Defog. Maractus holding the Normalium C Chlorophyll to get that speed up with the sun from the Torkoal. Normalium C because we have Giga Drain, Hidden Power Ground, Spiky Shield, and Growth. Normalium C of course for the growth, because in the sun then we get to +3 in special attack, and this is a modest nature Maractus with enough speed investment to outspeed like a lot of his mons. I think the only mon that doesn't outspeed is the Alolan Persian, but I was expecting the Pyro to be coming to the fray, but he didn't brought it, so that was like a huge relief on my chest, because Pyro could potentially be very dangerous. But on to Hariyama, Assault Vest Hariyama with Guts, Close Combat, Bullet Punch, Earthquake, and Knockoff. Reuniclus with Leftovers, a Magic Guard with Psychic, Signal Beam, Calm Mind, and Trick Room. And Torkoal holding the Heat Rock with Drot, Stealth Rocks, Flamethrower, Earth Power, and Rapid Spin. Again, there will be a poke paste in the description below, so if you're still confused to what I've brought, you can check it all out there. So when I went into this match, I was of course very nervous, because I'm facing against a Draft League player that I look up to. Like Leo and Numnexus are the two Draft League players that I look up the most in terms of battling wise and entertaining wise. But my opponent starts out with the Garchomp, and I start out with my Reuniclus because I thought Reuniclus pretty much tanks everything that he will bring out first. Now he said that he misclicked here with the Flamethrower, which was very lucky for us, because now we can get a Calm Mind up, and that damage from the Flamethrower will be nullified with the Leftovers recovery that we will get right now. So I have now here a pretty boosted Reuniclus right now after the Calm Mind. And my opponent is now just dropping the C move right now, potentially trying to knock down this Reuniclus. And if I'm not mistaken, I clicked Trick Room here so that in the next turn, if we could survive any hit. I wasn't expecting the Z move right away from the start though, but if we can survive a hit from the Garchomp, or if he wants to switch out, we have the Trick Room, and then we can, you know, go first. And Trick Room really helps out my team with the likes of Hariyama and Scissor. That C move will not kill us, that Tectonic Rage. We can now set up the Trick Room, and I just went for the Psychic here, try to do as much damage to the Garchomp, because my main game plan was here to actually cripple down my opponent's team, you know, piece by piece, because then Maractus in the sun with Normalium C could potentially sweep in the end. He's going to click Earthquake, and that will kill off Shirai, the Reuniclus here. So I played very as I mentioned before, I'm a very aggressive offensive coach, and I try to do that here with Reuniclus to try to whittle down the guard jump. Now up comes Hariyama, and here I can just click, I believe, close combat to try to kill off this thing. He of course goes into Jinbei, the Quillfish, to get the Intimidate drop off. I knew that this thing was coming, so I was kind of prepared for this. So I clicked Earthquake here. I thought I clicked close combat, but I clicked Earthquake here because I knew there was a potentially chance of this thing to come in. But of course, through the Intimidate drop, that Earthquake will not go over half. So here I went for the knockoff to try to knock off any of the items that the things have, and it refused to have Rocky Helmet. So going for the knockoff here was my best move. Now he's going to Poison Jab. Unfortunately for us, we don't get the poison, because if we got poison, the Guts ability would have gone activated, and that would help out my Hariyama a lot. Now on the Quillfish, I go into Champa the Drud. So here I put up the Sun. So I could potentially bring Maractus out here and try to do some work. But in this match, I tried to save Maractus for if the team, my opponent's team, has been, you know, whittled down enough so Maractus could potentially sweep up. That was the game plan, especially now that the Pyroar wasn't here. So his Mega Aerodactyl is now on the field. He's going to Mega Evolve, obviously, if you have a Mega on the field. So Bullet, the Mega Aerodactyl, goes for the taunt. Very nice play from my opponent, because now I can't put up the Stealth Rocks, but that was not my intention here. As I mentioned before, I'm an aggressive coach. I went for the Flamethrower here, try to, you know, hopefully maybe get a burn. Because Stealth Rocks at this point, for my personally feelings, weren't that wasn't necessary for me to put up the Stealth Rocks right now. Now he's going to Rock Slide on the Torkoal, which will do like neutral damage to my Scissor. And here I could like Bullet Punch, I could click Pursuit, and I think I went, if I'm not mistaken, for the Bullet Punch. I will go and, of course, Mega Evolve here, and we will see what we're going to do here against the Quillfish. The sun is still up, and of course, what I just mentioned, we went for the Bullet Punch, because if he wants to stay in on the Mega Aerodactyl, that Bullet Punch would potentially knock it down. So here I switch out, of course, my Mega Scissor. I don't want my Mega Scissor to get crippled any longer. So we're going to go into Hariyama now, because he already had the Intimidate set off. So I could just really go into my Hariyama now, and now I can click like Close Combat. I can click like Earthquake. I could potentially click maybe again Knockoff if he wants to switch out. Now he's going to put up the Toxic Spikes. Now this is potentially annoying. I went for the Close Combat here, and that is not going to kill. I thought Close Combat would have killed off even without the Intimidate drop. If I went for the Earthquake, that could have potentially killed off, but going for the Close Combat there was much safer if he wants to switch out to like something that will not appreciate the Close Combat on the Hariyama, from the Hariyama. Now I went for the Bullet Punch here. If he wants to stay in, like set up another Toxic Spike layer, I could Bullet Punch, kill it off there before he actually got the chance to do that. Now I have to go back into my Mega Scissor, because I have to click Defog here. I have to click Defog. So I make a very risky play here by clicking Defog. So here I was like, okay, there's a chance he's going to switch out. Let's just click Defog. Let's throw a ballsy move out there. And he's actually going to switch out. So that's very useful for us. We can click Defog here, and the Toxic Spikes and Spikes are now gone. But my Mega Scissor is kind of crippled, and I did not bring Agility or Short Stance to Mega Pincer Scissor this time. So here I went for the Bullet Punch, try to do as much damage, maybe kill off the Guard Chomp, and it will not kill off the Guard Chomp. It will leave on 1 HP, but he's going to put up the Stealth Rock. So Scissor still in play. So I was like, okay, I can click again Bullet Punch, but if I'm not mistaken, I went for the Pursuit here, and not the Bullet Punch. I made a 50-50 bet here. Now, okay, here I have to pause. I go into my Yveltal now. Okay, so that move before was a very ballsy move again to go for the Pursuit in the hope that he maybe switches out. Didn't work out. He killed off my Mega Scissor. Mega Scissor is gone. So that was a very, very second ballsy move that didn't pay off in my favor. Now, what I'm going to do now is basically shooting myself in the foot. I went into Yveltal. In this match, I did not use the damage calc that much, because when I play a match nowadays with damage calc, I tend to take my moves like a little bit longer, and I don't like that. I don't like to, you know, wait and until the timer runs out or something like that before I make a move. I like to play as fast and offensive as possible, so I did not check the calcs while going in Yveltal. I was like, okay, we can go into Yveltal, we'll outspeed the Garchomp, no problem. But of course, because we're Choice Specs and not Choice Carved, I won't outspeed the Garchomp. And after I played my Yveltal, I immediately realized, like, shit, this was a bad play. What did I do? What did I do? So, what I basically should have done here is made a double. I should have made a double here, switch out my Yveltal, could still save my Yveltal here, because it's going to get Stealth Rocks damage right now, but I made a dumb decision. I was like, maybe he's going to switch out thinking I'm Choice Scarf and everything, so I went for the U-turn here, and he's going to Stone Edge. We're going to live that, but I went for the U-turn because I thought, let's just do it like that. But the Rough Skin will kill off my Yveltal. So I basically threw my Yveltal away. So a very, very, very bad play on my part. I made a mistake, and instead of saving my mistake, I went even further down the rabbit hole of making mistakes. So here I was like, oh my god, like if there was any chance of me winning this game, I threw it out of the window right now. But I was like, okay, I need to, you know, refresh myself. Let's go into Torkoal. Let's get the sun up. And we got a little bit of luck back after that mistake by him missing the Rock Slide. So at this point, I now have the Stealth Rocks on his side of the field. So that's a little, like, that's a small bandage on the wound here. And he refused to be Roost. So I was like, yeah, this is going to be very annoying. So I was just like, you know what, let's just click Flamethrower. Maybe we can actually burn. Should have potentially maybe 100% rapid spin the Stealth Rocks away. But at this point I was like, you know what, no, that's not my style. Let's just hit him hard. Like, keep hitting. And now he flinched me. So, you know, that balanced out the Rock Slide or Stone Edge move from before. So, you know, this match was already tough as it is. And after that, Yveltal, like throwing Yveltal in the bin like that by my own stupid mistake, I made this thing even more worse than it already was. So he goes for the taunt right now. I'm just going to click Flamethrower. I don't give a damn anymore. I just want to hit that Flamethrower and burn that, burn the Mega Aerodactyl here, because at least now the Mega Aerodactyl is burned. And I switched out my Torkoal to, you know, so that we could potentially put up the sun later on again with Maractus. But he's going for the Aerial Ace, so that's going to do amazing damage to the Hariyama. Won't kill the Hariyama, but I still have Bullet Punch on my Hariyama. Now, Bullet itself, the Mega Aerodactyl, will switch out into the Jinbei Quillfish, but the Stealth Rocks on his side of the field will kill off the Quillfish, so he doesn't get the Intimidate drop off on my Hariyama. But then this monster comes in, and I was like, oh, now it starts. Yep, there we go. There's the Photon Geyser. Of course, Hariyama will go down, and at this point I was like, yeah, he's going to sweep now. There's no point for him not to. He can now sweep out. So he can now sweep with the Duskmane Necrozma. So the only thing that I could have done is go into my Torkoal, put up the sun again. We have Liv Morgan, the Maractus still in the back, and hope that we can still potentially do some work with Maractus in the end. My apologies. My throat was gonna be a little bit sore. But Photon Geyser again on the Torkoal. Torkoal goes down. And at this point, I have Maractus still left. So I was like, okay, what we can do is we can... okay, so Maractus is now on the field. I was like, okay, there is a chance that Photon Geyser may not kill me. I'm going to click Normalium C here. With Normalium C, I will kick a C Growth, get the boost, and then hopefully with Hidden Power Ground, potentially knocking this thing down. There was a chance of potentially knocking this thing down. And I went for the Spiky Shield, because just to scout out if he has anything else. And he will Photon Geyser again. And I don't know what's his item. He was leftovers. He was leftovers. So I was, you know, spiky shielding to see if he was going to go for any other move. And potentially maybe hit myself with a physical hit so that he could, you know, drop his HP a little bit more. But we went all out. We went for C Growth. hope that the Totem Geyser won't kill us, and then I can click Hidden Power Ground, potentially killing this thing. He's going to hit Totem Geyser, and it's going to kill the Maractus. So, we're going to lose this match with 4-0, if I'm not mistaken. So, we lost this match with 4-0. I played very well, in my honest opinion, in the beginning of the battle. But after that mistake of me sacking off Yveltal there, which was just one of the stupidest mistakes that I made in League Draft format, I just went with the flow in the moment of the match. I was like, let's go into Yveltal right now, let's click U-turn, it's going to kill off the Garchomp. And easy peasy, lemon squeezy, not realizing that the Garchomp will outspeed me because I'm choice spec. So in a split second, I probably thought, my brain probably thought like, your choice carve, man, but I was choice specs. And I could have still saved that play by switching maybe out back into Hariyama, because Hariyama could have tanked the hit, potentially maybe, you know, get burned afterwards, get the boost from Guts, but that's all hindsight 2020. But I made a bad play, but my opponent still, you know, had... I think even if I made that play, my opponent still would have potentially won the game, because he still had like Alolan Persian in the back, fully health. He still has Azumarill still in the back, fully health. His Solgaleo, Necrozma, Duskmane was still at full health at that point. So I think the only thing that would maybe have mattered is differential, but still, it doesn't change the fact that I made a very, very, very stupid mistake. And that's all, you know, stuff that I still need to learn. I'm still sometimes too aggressive in my matches that I make mistakes like that. But in the end, it's all about having fun. At least I got the sea growth off, and, you know, other than that, I played very well in the beginning. I'm not mad about how I played at the very beginning of the match, but the whole Yveltal play was just pure rubbish from my part. But of course, thanks to Leo for having this battle. Of course, his link will be in the description below, as well as his side of the match, as well as the poke paste for my team, as well as all the other coaches from this league and all the BBL social media links. So be sure to check that out. This match was recorded by Lantern Joe, just like Lantern Joe did my match for the LBC yesterday, and he will also be doing the first match of the APL Little Cup, so his channel will be in the description below as well. So be sure to check him out as well, because, you know, everybody that likes record the matches for me or has time to do that for me, I will give a shout out, because that's the only fair thing to do. But I want to thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed the match that I had. If you do, don't forget to hit the like button, comment, share this video with others, slash the subscribe button down below, and hit the bell icon, because then you get notified every time I upload a new video, and that is sincerely appreciated. But I'm going to end off this video right here, and next week we will face off against Ben, coach of the Austin Swoobats, which I haven't played against since the FBL days, so that's going to be a very entertaining match as well. But thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Bye bye.